You're watching Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Exciting show tonight. Want to update you on everything veterans tonight. I've got the Guam Veterans Affairs Administrator here tonight, former Judge, Your Honor, John Unpingco. Good evening, Your Honor. How are you doing?
Good evening. Thank you.
Malika.
Malika.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to take any of your time because we're limited tonight, but please tell us. There are a lot of good things happening with Veterans Affairs.
We're going to have, first of all, we're going to have a dedication of the cemetery.
Okay.
The newly refurbished cemetery on 31st of October at 10 o'clock in the morning. So all veterans and the public is welcome to this. Then the next thing is that good news for some poor veterans.
Okay.
Some poor veterans have been being buried without without the proper funeral mass.
Okay.
And the Archbishop and the Council of Priests that he depends on to run the Catholic Church on Guam has consented to giving poor veterans the mass
At the chapel there?
No. The arrangement we've made is that I have to, at the St. Therese Chapel, first of all, I have to contact Monsignor David Kirugua, and then if that doesn't work, we go out to the other priests that are willing to offer up their services or their facilities to the veteran. But this is just for poor veterans. I must stress that. It's not for everyone.
What constitutes a poor veteran?
Usually...
no money at all?
No, yes, no money. Usually they're wheelchair bound, have been very sickly, and that has pretty well wiped out their savings and all that. So they get vetted through our office. And we tell the Monsignor that this application is a valid one, and that's how it works.
Okay,
but
I'm not quite sold on that yet because I mean I can't see a priest turning down somebody who hey, well, I need to be prayed to because or something, or prayed for.
Well, that's part of it because. With the veterans being buried without the proper funeral mass, it was beginning to look like the sacrament of the sacrament of Holy Eucharist and all that was to be available only to those that can afford it. Yeah, and that struck a very discordant note with most of the priests, and the Archbishop also. So they said we can't deny the sacraments to anyone just because they can't pay for it. You see, they were charging rental, some kind of fees for the use of the churches.
Yeah, they still do.
And yes, and that was high because of the power bill being high, and they have to turn on the air conditioner. But fortunately, Governor Eddie Calvo wrote a letter to the Archbishop, complaining and saying, "Hey, is there anything you can do for our veterans?" And the governor received a response through me because I had to go see the Archbishop and iron out the details of how this is to occur. But the Archbishop has waived his fees for that.
He didn't convert you, did he?
No, I've always been.
Anyway. Yeah. Other things that are happening.
Yes, there's Honolulu recently. The Honolulu VA recently talked to me. And the VA in Honolulu intends to use the North and South Community Health Center to bring medical care to vets beyond the Veterans Clinic at Agani Heights.
Oh, okay.
This hybrid care is that they set up a medical team consisting of a doctor, a mental health nurse, a primary care nurse, and a medical technician to be set up by January of 2015. And they're going to be headquartered at the First Hawaiian Bank building.
Okay, again,
but they'll use the North and the South Community Centers 2 days apiece to see patients.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break here and come back. And you got a lot of information here, and I would like to have you on my radio show to talk more about this, but we'll be right back.